Hey guys, you're watching CANRUSH. Just a reminder that is because of Canada and Russia. My name is John, I'm from Canada, and this is my lovely wife.
Eva, and I'm from Russia.
Yep. So this will just be sort of a quick update to the previous video about our pregnancy, that we are expecting a baby. I don't see anything wrong with saying that we are pregnant. Maybe that sounds weird, but I think it's important to always remember that there's two people that are involved in this process, and that we are together, and we're really happy that we're expecting. And
I appreciate this. When you're saying that we are pregnant, I feel that I'm, that you're my partner. I'm not alone. So
yeah,
I really like this.
We're in this all together, and
we're in one boat.
Yeah, we're in the same boat. That's right.
Boat.
Yeah.
So I really like
so some people wrote that they thought that was weird, but I don't think it's weird. There may be a bit of a hum because I think our neighbors are drilling something, but we don't have a lot of time, so we just want to bust out this video, and we're gonna edit and post it the same day. There's a lot of views right now.
Yeah.
If you're a new subscriber, thank you. Welcome. Not all videos will be about my long beard, though maybe I'll have a long beard again in the future. It's about us. It's about our life and the things that we love, that we're interested in, about travel, about our
family.
soon to be bigger family,
languages,
and languages,
Russia, Canada.
Yeah, living in different countries. Yeah, lots of cool topics, and I hope that there will be some that'll be interesting to you at least. We're gonna tell you the gender of our baby today because we didn't tell you last time, and answer a few of your questions. There's not very many, so let's start with the questions. The first one is, how is Russian healthcare?
Oh wow, it's pretty long topic. Maybe someday we will film separate video, but in 2 words, Russian healthcare is not bad, and I can say that it's not good.
Yeah, so I can't say that it's great, maybe, right?
So it's not what I wanted to say. Not bad.
It's not bad, but it's not great. Right?
Yeah, not great. Because I said not good.
Yeah, so maybe I can add. It's free, yeah. So Russian healthcare is free, which is great. And usually, if you're sick, they will help you, and you won't die. Especially if you break your leg or something, you won't have any problem. If you have some serious illness, I mean, I'm sure this is more about birth, but if you have a serious illness like cancer, I don't know if I would want to be sick with cancer in Russia. You may get treated, they're just really slow with diagnosis if you're going to public hospitals. So there are also private hospitals and clinics here. And some of them are reasonably priced, some of them are really expensive. But yeah, I think I wouldn't want to have cancer in Russia. But if you have something small and you know what you're doing, then you can go to the hospital and they'll help you, and it's pretty convenient. You can set appointments up on the internet, and it's not the worst system, but there's a lot of corruption in hospitals. So sometimes, especially in smaller cities, in Moscow, people are a little bit more progressive, maybe you could say. A lot of people from all over the country that are entrepreneurial, or really smart, want to have great success in their field, they come here. So here is the most advanced people, and so there's a little bit less corruption at that level, because people will be they will just call them out, and they will have problems, and people are afraid of that in Moscow more than in other places. But sometimes you could have situations where a doctor would just say pay me, or I won't do your operation, basically, even though he's paid already to do that job. Doctors don't make a lot of money, and that's one of the problems. Some of the greatest doctors leave the country, or they just do other things, because Eva is a doctor. I don't know if some of you probably don't know that. Eva has finished medical school 6 years, and then started residency and decided she didn't want to do it anymore. And a lot of people even from your class in university don't work in medicine. They work as salesmen because they make more money than doctors do, and that's a really sad situation, and that definitely reflects on the quality of healthcare. But if you want to have a baby in Russia, you can, and I would not really be worried about having a baby here, as in terms of them helping you and helping the baby. It's not a problem. That's something that you know, they can't really get around, you know, they just do a pretty good job at that. But there's all kinds of weird things. Like the biggest thing for us that we don't like is that it's kind of hard in Russia to have the husband with the wife during birth. A lot of like officially most hospitals will do it, but you need to like get permission from like the head doctor, and you need to have like a few tests, tuberculosis and like HIV, something else, syphilis, something like that, and you have to like show those tests, and then they like check your temperature, make sure you're healthy, so you can be there.
And it's a new thing. So like a few years ago, there wasn't even like
yeah, like in Russia, most people, like sort of the tradition in recent decades has been that birth is a woman's thing, and that men they don't even think about men being there. Like that's not even something that people talk about in general. So that sucks for us because we really want to be together, and we're working on that. But there are some like private clinics that will just always let you be together, but some of them like can cost as much as like 10,000 euros. And the cheapest ones maybe like 5,000 euros, just for the ballpark, if you want to pay and like not have to worry. Yeah. So yeah, it's the system is getting worse, I would say. Hospitals are closing, and a lot of doctors are leaving the profession because they don't make much money. Like when I say not much money, like the high average here in Moscow is maybe like less than $1,000, maybe $1,000 a month. Doctors make after taxes. So yeah, and of course some in private clinics make a bunch more, but still nothing like in, I don't know, in Canada or the US, for example. Anything else about healthcare?
I think it's just getting towards private medicine, and that's it.
Yeah, unfortunately, like the government is not making real good steps towards improving the healthcare system, and it's sort of just getting worse because the quality of healthcare and professionals in the field is mostly thanks to the Soviet Union, because the Soviet Union, you know, there's lots of bad things about the Soviet Union probably, but they did healthcare pretty well, and at some points they were like, you know, on the leading edge in some fields of medicine. So it is what it is. The next question is, do you want to do more traveling and everything when you have kids and work and everything? I guess it gets harder with all the commitments you have. Yes, we want to travel and everything.
Yeah.
I don't know, like maybe it'll be harder, but yeah, you know, it is more responsibility when you have more people in your family, when you have dependents. But I think it's awesome, and I think it'll be. We're really excited to travel with kids, and like commitments, I don't know, like we're YouTubers, that's our main income right now. We have a Russian channel and an English channel, and they're both growing. Thank you so much for being here with us. We really want to keep developing, growing our channels, and we kind of just do what we want. I really don't want to work for somebody else. Technical difficulties, we just had to switch rooms, but at least I think the hum stopped. I was just saying that, for example, recently I was offered like a job, basically, that somebody asked me to teach English here, and we talked about the pay and everything, and like, okay, you know, like I might do it. But then they're like, okay, send me over your resume, and I'm like, I don't do resumes. Like I have some resumes, but it's like, I just really don't want to play that game. I'd rather just do my own thing, you know, do my own business, or like I freelance, I translate, I teach English, but I really don't want to play that game of job interviews and resumes and stuff like that. So, but you know, we do fine, and I like our style of living because we'll have more time to live, to be together. You know, I don't believe in, like, if that's what you want to do, okay, but even if you love what you're doing, I don't think you should be like forced to do it 8 hours a day or 10 hours a day, 5 days a week. So I kind of got off topic, but yeah, we will definitely travel with kids. We're watching lots of YouTube channels, and you know, reading and talking to people who travel with kids, and it's very possible, and I think it's going to be just great. And it's more interesting, like, also when you, I think that sometimes people don't think about the fact how cool it is to be with your child when the child experiences something for the first time. And that, I think, is super cool. And I know, like, for us too, like when we traveled around the world, that was some of the coolest things, because like almost every day we're like, I've never done this before, I've never heard this before, I've never seen this before. And that is so cool, and with a kid you can experience that every day. The next and the last question that we have for now, another person asked what we're going to name our child, but we decided that we will wait a little bit, and we'll tell you later and explain the story about how we came up with the name, because we've known the name for quite a while. The last question, and then we'll tell you the gender, is will you teach the kid or kids Russian or English as their native language? Congrats, I wish you the best. So we are only expecting one kid for now, but yes, definitely. Like, so our children will at least have Russian and English as native languages. So at the very least, I will speak English to our child, and
I will speak Russian.
He will speak Russian.
From the day one. Even now we do this.
Yeah, even now I talk to Eva's belly in English. It's a little bit hard sometimes, but who knows, you know, there's lots of different theories and ideas about languages, but definitely children can learn 2 and more languages from birth, and they can speak them at a native level. So I really like languages, language learning, linguistics in general. So I'm really thinking about trying to fit in other languages, like maybe Chinese, but I don't want to be a hypocrite, like I want to be studying Chinese too. Yeah, I love Portuguese, so maybe I will even do some Portuguese with our child. And our children. French too, yeah, because that's sort of my heritage language. My mom's first language was actually French in Canada, but then she started speaking more English, but she teaches at a French school now. So yeah, that's we have lots of ideas about that, and maybe at some point, if we're in a country where English is the dominant language, maybe I will start speaking Russian at home with our child and children. Just so that, you know, because you get English all the time, for example, in Canada, but you don't get as much Russian. So it might switch, but it'll be fun, and I'm looking forward to the experience, you know, being on the playground and speaking English in Russia with all the parents like, what are you doing, you know? But it's I listen to podcasts about bilingual children and multilingual children, and read some books, and we're excited about that. It's a great question, and it's a great thing. I think as many languages as a child can get is great. You know, you don't want to overdo it, but if you know a language at a native level, you gotta teach your kids it. I think that's really important. Even if it's a less important language, like less widely spoken language. I think it's important. And the gender, we are expecting a baby girl.
Girl.
So even on the first ultrasound, we thought we saw it. The technician didn't say anything, but she was like, "Oh," and then we were like, "I think I saw it too." We thought it was a girl, but you could still be wrong at that early stage.
Yeah, it was too early.
But yeah, the next time we could see for sure, and the last time she was like 300% it's a girl.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're really looking forward to having a beautiful baby daughter, our first child. And yeah, it's we're already almost at 35 weeks. This is the 34th week, so it's very soon. A lot of changes are in store for us in the near future. It's kind of hard to imagine everything, you know, how our life will change, but I think it's going to be great, and we're happy to bring you along for the ride, and to film some more vlog style videos as well, and yeah. So please don't forget to like this video if you liked it, and subscribe to our channel if you're not already, and we will see you again very, very soon. Bye bye.